Hi everyone, it's Michelle from Humid, and today I'm going to be doing a video about my Instacart experience. Now, I'm sorry if my hair is a little bit messy because it's just humid here where I live and I do not want to damage my hair, so I'm just gonna let it be. Alright, so I started Instacart about 3 to 4 years ago, and it's something that I've been doing it mostly as a side thing. Sometimes I did it as a main income. Just now because of what's going on, I've been doing it. Yeah, so when you first get started, you have to sign up and then make an account. Then they're going to ask for your license plate, all of that. They ask if you have car insurance, and then that's pretty much it. And then they will send you some videos of what you have to do, like sort of what kind of like a summary of what you're going to do. Then they're going to send you a card, and the card looks like this. It's a MasterCard. Let me see if I can kind of like cover it up and show it to you guys. Okay, so it looks like that. It's an Instacart thing, you know, it's pretty cool. And then now I know that they're doing a Apple Pay option, which is nice because sometimes I forget my card and I'm just like, oh crap, I want to do this order. So that's cool. So what it is, Instacart is, you shop for people. So you're going to sign up and they're going to give you the stores that are around you, close to you. Let's say if the Target store that is like 6 minutes away from you, you want to go to that one, but they want you to go to the 25-minute away Target because it's closer to the person. So it all depends. Sometimes I go to the Target close to me, but that sometimes affects what the products that they want. So I think Instacart kind of tells you what store to go to if the item is there. But again, I sometimes just go, like, if I'm feeling like driving over there, I'm like, okay. I'm just like, Target's right there, I can just go get the items there, I just go over there. So it all just depends. And then so the thing with Instacart is that it is not constant. You will not be earning $40 every order. You will not. Sometimes Instacart would tell you, hey, do this order for 60 items and we will pay you $13. Yeah. Or sometimes they'll be like, hey, we'll give you $60 if you pick up these 15 items. You're like, heck yes. So it all depends on you trying to find the orders. Now the thing now is, you will find the orders now on a feed and you're just going to keep like scrolling and look for the items that you want, or keep refreshing, and then a new order will pop up and you're like, yes, I want to do that. That's a good thing. Or you're just gonna have to keep looking through it. I know back then we would have to put like a time frame that we wanted to work on. Like, let's say I picked 8 to 12, I had to pick the orders that was given to me. But now we have more control of what orders we want to do, which I love, because I used to be doing like orders for like $11 for like 40 items, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do this, but I have to do it. And then let's say something happens to you, like let's say you forgot your card and you don't have the Apple Pay installed, you can cancel the order. But the thing is, the more that you cancel your orders, they will kind of like suspend your account. So try to be like open, like really available on the times that you're going to do Instacart orders, because it will affect you. I do know that the customers do give you ratings. So again, like just be like, you know, on top of your game. And then the thing is, when an order pops up that you want to do, you click on it. Then it tells you the name and how many items they want. And then it tells you drive to the store. So you're going to click on the store, drive to the store that you're going to shop, and then it's going to do a countdown. So you have a time limit of how long you have to shop. So let's say you have 45 items, you have about, let's say you have an hour to shop. You have to find all the items in that hour right away, and also pay. So what I do is, if I am like, I never been to the store and I don't know where the items are, I ask people and I'm like, hey, do you know where this is? And I'm like, yeah, it's right over here. I'm like, thank you so much. Because then if I'm looking it by myself, I'm gonna take like 15 items just to look for a block of cheese. So just ask people for directions, like, where's this? And then sometimes the customer will ask you they want meat, so You have to go to the meat section. They want about, let's say they want 3 pounds of flank steak. You got to look for it. If there's a little thing that says like, oh, it's 3.11, that's still fine. It's still close to the thing. You scan it, you put it in your cart. Sometimes I know like chicken breast is still sold in like separate, like 1 pound and 1 pound, but they want like 2.13 pounds of chicken breast. You get just the 2, it still makes 2.10 if that's like the close thing that you can do. You put it and then that's okay. Also with soda cans, sometimes they'll give you like a fraction, like let's say oh, they want 2 cans of the 12 pack thing, and they'll be like, did you grab 2? And then you like put 2 out of 2, and then you just put go, and then it just goes away. So that's one thing too. The thing also is they do give you a large order pay. If the item is like a big order, they're going to pay you extra. Also, they will be paying you also if it's a heavy pay order. Sometimes customers want like 3 cases of Costco water bottles, and you are gonna get paid extra. And then they are paying now for mileage, which I love. Back then they didn't, but now they are, which I like. I think it's like 50 cents. I think it's like 50 cents, yeah, something like that. I'll probably put it down below or around here. But yeah, they are paying for your mileage now. And then you are gonna get a tip. So the tip is all depending on the customer. They can adjust it once you deliver it. They have like I think it's like 3 days to be able to adjust the tip. So let's say you're doing it because of the great tip, they can adjust it whenever they want. So let's say they wanted to give you $16 tip and you're like, yes, but they adjust it to 14, or maybe sometimes they give you even more. So it all depends on the customer and the customer service. What I recommend is when you start shopping, you communicate to them and be like, hello, my name is so-and-so. I will be your Instacart shopper. I will be trying my best to look for your items. If there is not the item available, I will be looking for a replacement, and I will be contacting you. Like that. So customers love it when you communicate with them because they know that you're going to look for the best items for them. Sorry, I have a bubble in my throat. So they like that. And then once you're done like grabbing all the items, oh, also if the item's not available, you can just, sometimes the customer will have a replacement like already there, like a little picture. They'll be like, oh, if there's no more, like let's say they wanted Dove soap and there's no more, but they would be fine if you got palm olive soap. They'll be like, that's fine, you find it, you scan it. If there's none, you just put none of these works, and then you refund the item to the customer. And then that's pretty much it. Also, there is a option if you want to replace it yourself, but you do have to communicate to the customer first. Like let's say there isn't any more cheddar cheese, but you do see there is a different brand of cheddar cheese that they wanted, that they didn't want, but you're like, hey, does this brand still work? Sometimes they'll be like, yeah, that's fine. You'll be like, okay, that's good. You just scan it and you're done. And then so when you're done getting all the items, you go to the checkout, you scan your card, or you do Apple Pay, which I love. Then you keep the receipt. Sometimes the app, so when you go to the, let's say when you finish grocery shopping, it'll be like you finished. Then it'll be like call the customer for the replacements, and then sometimes you call, or sometimes it says customer does not want to be called for replacements, and you're like, okay, you go straight to checkout. Or sometimes you have to call them and be like, hey, this is Michelle from Instacart, I'm just calling you because I replaced this item, blah 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 blah. And then you go to the checkout, you scan, you get your receipt, you take a picture of the receipt if it is asking you, or you just put the receipt in one of the bags. So I know that Costco and Sam's, they want you like to take a picture of the receipt and then it says discard the receipt, or sometimes I just give it to them and I'm like, I have no use for the receipt, so here you go. Or sometimes I just throw it away. And then I drive to their house and then, or apartment. Sometimes it sucks, you have to like carry it. I've had an order where I had to deliver 3 cases of water to a 2nd floor apartment, but they did give me a good tip. They gave me like $35 a tip, so thank you. And then you have to deliver it to them. Sometimes they don't want you to knock, and you have to take a picture of their house and be like, delivered, done, you put it in their porch. Or sometimes they will ask you to knock, and then you'll be like, hey, these are your items, I'm from Instacart, blah blah blah, and then there you go. And then always make sure you are in the right address. I've heard people that they delivered things and it's not to the right address, and I'm like, oh my god. So make sure you look at the numbers, and if you're having a hard time finding, if they're in an apartment, call them, be like, hey, I'm in this and this, because they will contact customer service and be like, hey, my items are not here, where are they, you know? So always make sure you deliver the items in the right place. And then that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. You basically just shop for people. The thing is, it's not constant. Again, you always have to be throughout the app, looking at the feed of orders and trying to find it, refreshing it, trying to find a good order, because some people, they'll be asking for like 65 items and they'll be giving you $11. Like, no. But some, they're like 12 items and you get paid like 55. I got in that before for a Staples item. All they wanted, I've gotten like, they wanted 2 items from Staples, like printer, cartridge, something like that, and they were gonna pay me $50 for only just getting 2 items at Staples. I'm like, yes. So yeah, I do recommend it. The thing is, it's not constant with the pay and earning. Like, you don't get, like, it's just hard finding good orders. Basically, you just have to keep refreshing. It depends on my area. That's how my area is. I don't know how it will be in your area. It's all different, you know. It all depends, but on my area, I just have to keep refreshing it. Maybe in your area it will be a lot better. So it all depends. I remember in California, I would get really good tips, and it was a lot better than here. And then what else would I have to say? I think that's pretty much it. That sums up Instacart. Yeah. So if you have any other questions that I didn't answer below, like, I mean, let me retake that. If I didn't like give an answer to your question, you can just comment below and I will answer it. And also please subscribe. I will be trying to be making more videos, and also like my video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone.